Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. Shannon, Princess Wrestling here again, and today is my Slammiversary 2012 review video. Now, I've been highly anticipating this, obviously with it being TNA's 10th sort of anniversary type thing, and the matches on the card did look really good. I'll jump straight in. The first match was Samoa Joe versus Austin Aries for the X Division title. Very competitive match, really enjoyed the match itself. The two of them flow perfectly together. As I always say about Samoa Joe, such a big guy with such agility. Brilliant match. Aries retained. What more can I say? Second match, pure squash match for me. Kid Cash versus Hernandez. Now, obviously it was good to see Hernandez back. Haven't seen him for a while. Kid Cash, no, it doesn't excite me at all, not even as an X Division wrestler. Does not excite me whatsoever. Hernandez got the win, well deserved. Next match was a tag match, Garrett Bischoff and Devon Dudley, or Devon or whatever, with versus Robbie E and Robbie T. Now, the Jersey Shore gimmick is really getting on my nerves now, so I'm not even going to talk about that because that would just get me on a tangent. Garrett and Devon for the win. Very good tag teaming together. They flow quite cohesively. And yeah, quite like the match. Next match is the three-way for the number one contender spot. Jeff Hardy, RVD and Mr. Anderson. Now, to anyone who's ever watched my videos before will know I am a Hardy mark. I always have been, I always will be. I'm even tattooed Hardy. But yeah, I'm a Hardy mark. And I don't know whether Jeff got himself either injured or whatever he'd done outside the ring, but he didn't seem to be in there for the last couple of minutes of the match. Anywho, Anderson won the match, and it was quite a good match. Anything that involves Jeff Hardy and RVD is always going to be a great match. Always. But yeah, quite enjoyed that. Then we have Crimson come down for his open challenge, as into who can beat his streak, blah 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 blah. Heard it 1,000 times before. And then James Storm's music comes on. Now I always start singing. I love long necks and rednecks. I absolutely love that song. And I actually had a little bit of a mark out moment when Storm came back. Tiny little bit mark out moment. And Storm won and broke Crimson's streak. Storm is on a roll at the moment, and obviously I've already seen the Impact after Slammiversary. I'm a little bit late in filming this, but that's a totally different video. But yeah, glad to see Storm back. Then we have Dixie Carter come down for her announcement that the TNA Hall of Fame inductees, and the first inductee is Mr. Steve Borden, aka Sting. Perfect choice. Perfect choice. He's one of the legends that's been with the company the longest, has done the most for the company. It's out of, well, discluding Hogan and Ric Flair, he is the most recognisable member of the TNA roster from his WCW days and whatnot. And the guy's a freaking legend. He is an amazing wrestler. He can still, even though he's like, he must be kicking 60 at least, but the guy is still amazing. I will always love the Stinger. Always love the Stinger. Then we have the knockout title match. Brooke Tessmacher versus Gail Kim. The match itself, Brooke was quite good though. I must admit, I am enjoying Brooke Tessmacher. I didn't think that. I generally thought she would be in the, the Kelly stereotype of the model that comes in and learns how to wrestle and can't do it properly. But Brooke's actually really, really good, and I quite enjoy her matches. Gail Kim, I'm so over Gail Kim at the moment. It's just my thing. I don't like Gail Kim as a heel. I never have done and never will do. But yeah, we'll bypass that. For Brooke Tessmacher, she is the new champion. New Knockouts champion, and she won it in her home state, Texas, which obviously adds a little cherry on top of that. But brilliant match. Enjoyed it. Now, the next match is a bit of a head scratcher for me. Bully Ray versus Joseph Park, aka Abyss. Because Joseph Park and Abyss are the same person. Although in storyline they're not the same person, but they are the same frickin' person. The match, it was kind of like a John Cena, John Laurinaitis type match. Up until a point where Joseph Park kind of lost it and hit Bully Ray with a Singapore cane and then disappeared under the ring. And then a couple of minutes later, out comes Abyss. It's so hokey. It's like WWF 80s hokey sort of, goes in the ring as one person and comes out as another person, and I want this storyline to end, I really do. But just bring back Abyss as himself, not as Joseph Park. Because the only thing that's even laughable about it is when he's introducing himself or he's trying to describe Abyss. Abyss! I find that quite funny, but apart from that, hell no. Not a big fan. Now, this one was another head scratcher for me. Hogan comes out and he announces the return of Captain Charisma, Christian Cage. Right, so when Christian came out, great big pop, but I'm sitting there thinking, isn't he the Intercontinental Champion from WWE? Surely he can't be on the TNA pay-per-view? What I didn't realise was, because I tend not to go on Twitter and stuff before big pay-per-views and stuff, because you always get, little tidbits, and yeah, I like to be surprised. And I didn't realise that they'd signed a deal to let Christian come over on the pay-per-view for one night. So I didn't realise that. And was sat there thinking, oh my god, has he been fired? I had this whole sort of 10-minute episode where I thought Christian had been fired from WWE and stripped. Spent about half an hour online going through and trying to find out, and then eventually found out why he was there. But anyhow, they had him back to announce the number one moment, which was Sting. Well, no, number one moment of the last 10 years, in TNA, which was, again, Sting. But yeah, it was a good little pop, but they didn't need it. There could have been so many more superstars that could have came back over. I know that WWE wouldn't have allowed CM Punk to come over. I know that for a fact because, Christian, Intercontinental Champion, fair enough. But CM Punk's the champion, so there's no way that they would have allowed him to come over. But it would have made more of an impact if it had have been CM Punk. Anyway, off on a tangent again. The tag team title match. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian versus AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. The match again, wasn't really excited by that match. A good flow to it. Angle and AJ, they worked well until there was a slight miscommunication. I do love Daniels and Kaz, but just not as heels. Daniels, fair enough, yeah, he's a natural heel, but Kaz just doesn't suit being a heel, and he's lost all his hair, and he's just not right. But anyhow, AJ and Angle win the tag team championships. Big pop, everybody's happy. It was an okay match. It didn't excite me, but it was okay. Then we move on to the World Heavyweight title match. Steve Borden Sting versus Bobby Roode. Now again, it's a good match with Sting and Roode. Very, very good match. I did enjoy it. Until Roode gets in with the cheating. I know this is like a staple of a heel, but it's getting fucking boring now. Of Roode cheating to win all the time. Just give the title to someone else. Please let it be Jeff. Sorry, I just tangent. Or even Storm. But just take the title off Bobby Roode. The it factor of professional wrestling. I'm just totally over it now. Totally over it. Overall pay-per-view, I'll give it 3 out of 5 overall. Some good matches, some really shitty moments, but chalk and cheese. You have to take the good with the bad. But overall, 3 out of 5 for Slammiversary 2012. Let's hope that the next pay-per-view is a little bit better. Anyhow, if you've got any thoughts or any ideas or anything other that I've not mentioned, or just your thoughts on the pay-per-view, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe up above and like this video. Thank you very much, and till then, guys.